and that alone was enough to degrade the model. Then there were tested distractors as well. Imagine asking the model what was the best writing advice you got from your college classmate. The needle says you got it from a classmate, it was to write every week. But now there are also other sentences in the context that say things like the best writing advice from my college professor was to write every day, or the best advice from my classmate was to write in 5 different styles. These are all wrong, but they are close enough to be confusing. And Chroma found that even a single distractor significantly reduced performance. If you add 4 of them, the performance drops even further. The longer the context, the worse it got. And this was on the latest state of the art models at that time. There was another experiment with repeated words. Chroma asked the best models at the time of the report to copy a sequence of the same word repeated thousands of times with just one unique word hidden somewhere in the middle. And these models started breaking down. Gemini 2.5 Pro at 10,000 words gave outputs like URLs and random characters in the middle of the sequence. Qwen 38B at 5,000 words completely abandoned the task and started having that I can only describe as an existential crisis. And Claude Opus 4, one of the most powerful models at the time, started refusing the task because it thought it might be replicating copyrighted material. This is what context dot looks like in action. And the conclusion Chroma lands on is that whether relevant information is present in the context is not what actually matters. What matters is how that information is presented, where it sits, what surrounds it, and how much noise it is competing against. This is why context engineering is not optional and context windows need to be treated as a prized commodity.